Welcome to another video on homeowner repair, and in this video we're going to show you how to change out the light bulb sockets on the back of the tail light on a 99 to 04 Grand Cherokee. So usually happens on these trucks is if you have a bulb in the back that's burnt out, and at this point they're getting to be pretty old, the sockets go bad on them quite a bit. So I'll show you what happens and what to look for. So all you really need to do this repair is like a Phillips head screwdriver. All you need, so there's two screws. There's one at the top and one at the bottom. So all you need to do is unscrew these two Phillips screws. This one there. If you have like a cordless drill, something like that, this can go even quicker. This whole repair should take you only a few minutes to do. It's pretty easy. So lay it like this, and it'll pull right out. Now inside, there's like a little tab in here that the tail light will stick to. So once you have it free, all you really need to do is kind of watch the paint pull out a little bit and kind of pull straight out, and the tail light will come out. It's that post right there that sticks into this boot right there. That's all that's holding it in. Okay, so to remove the tail light from the factory harness, there's a little red slide tab right here. You can usually push it with your finger out, and then you should be able to pull the harness up. Ow! Watch out for your hand. Sometimes it can be a little tough. And the headlight will come, the tail light will come free after you do that. So if you need to remove the light bulb sockets, all you need to do is pull like that, twist them, and they should pull right out. Now what usually happens is when these sockets stop working, a lot of times over the years they start to melt. You can see this one has been heated up and the bulb is good. It stopped working and it's totally fried inside. So when we replace the taillight, we're going to put some new sockets in here and some new bulbs too. So before we replace the new taillight, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in 3 new sockets. All the sockets on my old light pretty much toast. This one's burnt, and they're all the same way. This one's burnt. They heat up big time. This one, same deal. So here's what it should look like, and here's what it looks like right now. So let's take those, we'll get some nice fresh sockets in there, and I'll show you how to put the sockets in. So when you're replacing the sockets, put some new bulbs in, and you're going to want to get a little bit of the bulb grease to go with it to put them in. Alright, so you're going to put a little bit of the bulb grease right on the base, and then you can slide them right into the socket end. And you're going to take the new socket, and you're going to put it in like that, and do that for all 3 of them. Okay, so what you're going to do when you're installing these bulbs, I'll show you a little trick. There's a little like rubbery gasket right here, and it makes them really hard to turn when you put the socket in and try to turn it. There's a couple of notches inside here, right there and right there, and you've got to put this bulb in, and you've got to twist it to lock it in place. There's a notch on these, so you've really got to make sure that notch seats in there. And there's a little stop on that one right there. So you've got to put these in, twist them, and if you don't put a little bit of lubricant on here, it can make it kind of a tough job. So what I like to do is take a little of the bulb grease and put a little bit on your finger, and you're going to kind of twist it around like this and just lubricate it a little bit, and that'll make it go in nice and easy, and you'll be able to twist it. So let's put this in right now, and I'll show you. So you got to kind of like line up the notches and the little tabs, the contacts. So put them in like this. And then you're just going to like twist it like that and lock it in place. If you don't lube those, it's kind of a pain to try to turn that. Okay, so to reinstall your taillight, come over to the factory harness. And here's the connector right here. There's a couple little tabs right there. Make sure that they line up in the right spot. And you're going to kind of push this in like that, and then you'll seat all the way down and come over, and at least I can get this on camera. Yeah, that little tab right there that's inside. Yeah, let me see. There you can kind of see it. It's a pain. Just push that in with your finger, give a little tug and make sure it has locked into place. Now, when you're gonna test this light out, the thing with these bulb sockets is that they can be finicky in the sense that you may need to twist them a little bit to get them to work correctly. So I recommend putting the vehicle on, put all the lights on, and see if you need to twist those bulb sockets at all. Okay, you see, so now my tail light is on the parking light. I have brake lights and the turn signal should be flashing, but it's not working. So what I'm gonna do is, let's see if I can see right here, and I'm in the way. So right here, the turn signal is this socket right here in the middle. So I'm gonna turn that, and that should activate it. So I'm turn it a little more because it's not seated all the way. Now my turn signal is working correctly. So sometimes you just need to mess around with those sockets a little bit like that. Make sure that they're seated correctly while you have all the new bulbs and sockets in, and that should help you out. So once you have everything functional and working, make sure you line up this little tab with this hole right here, and it should literally take you a minute to put the taillight back into place. Hey, it should make like a little bit of a click, and then put your 2 screws back in. And there's, whoop, just kick the camera. There's one on the top and one on the bottom. Just make sure they're nice and tight. The light is snug, and that's pretty much it. Now your taillight has been replaced. It has some nice bulbs in there, everything's working right, and it's pretty much all there is to it.